Okay, for those of you that couldn't hear the question, how can the counties who are assisting and advocating for the New York dairy farmer effectuate the outcome of prices for milk, which is set at the federal level?
Debbie Groom from the Post Standard.
From the Post Standard, Central New York.
Debbie, this is Patrick Brennan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Pat?
Good. We met you at the Observer Dispatch. To answer your question, perhaps you signed on a little bit late, but I spoke earlier about the importance of the Association of Counties and certainly NACO, which is the National Association of County Organizations in Washington. We individually, certainly, as legislators or county executives or administrators or other appointed elected positions, certainly individually we're challenged to do anything about the milk price. But collectively, I think we can have a great deal of influence. And certainly I apologize, I'm repeating myself now, but Commissioner Hooker, back on February 19th, sent a letter to USDA Secretary Tom Vilsack asking him to consider decoupling Class 1 from the other manufactured products nationally, not just here in the Northeast, but nationally. Certainly that would greatly increase the milk checks for our farmers, because we have the highest utilization of any part of the country. I believe 45 or 46% of our milk that's produced goes into Class 1 or the fluid market, and that's obviously largely correlates to the population centers that we're near to. Additionally, there are some other longer-term proposals that I think the Association of Counties and also NACO can get involved with and use their credibility and influence. And this is in respect to asking the Secretary to consider some current Farm Bill language that has already been authorized as a result of the passage of the 2008 Farm Bill, and that is to demand real-time reporting from our processors back in the USDA with respect to daily production levels. That would eliminate the possibility of market manipulation. And additionally, we hear a lot nationally with respect to dairy talk about price discovery. We really need to consider another mechanism to establish the price of milk beyond the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, when we know that less than 1/2 of 1% of all dairy commodities are bought and sold through that exchange. That tells us that 99.5% of all dairy is bought and sold outside of that market or that exchange. So we really need to consider that. We, as the New York State Association of Counties, and certainly our representation in NACO, can greatly influence some of those debates.